Welcome to another full-fledged episode of Movie Match Reviews on YouTube. Today's review is the 5th season of Once Upon a Time. I already reviewed season 4, and like before, I will be judging the story arcs separately and then give the full review of the season as a whole later on. So this season picks up where season 4 as a whole ends. It was on cliffhanger. Emma has taken the darkness onto herself, and now she's the next Dark One. And then, so the Scooby Gang has to go to Camelot to find her. And they do find her, and they all head to Camelot together because, for whatever reason, they need to have all of the Scooby Gang together. And for whatever and then some reason passes, and then in the premiere they're somehow back from Camelot. Memories all are lost, and they spent 6 weeks there, but Emma is now fully corrupted. Because apparently, for whatever reason, she's corrupted, and she's claiming that it happened because apparently she was betrayed in Camelot, and now she's going to rain hell on them for betraying her and making her dark. So the rest of the season is them trying to figure out what happened during all those missing 6 weeks in Camelot and figure out what Emma's grand scheme is. But later on, spoilers, they find out that she actually was not the true villain. It was Hook, who was also a Dark One. And then the finale, of course, was set up the next story where he dies, goes to the underworld, and then they go to the underworld to get him back. And which was essentially a teaser for this season of the show. We're on season 6, and the back half of the season, in hindsight, when you consider what season 6 is doing, was really just a teaser for this, because they were bringing back old characters and fleshing them out a little bit more. The first half of the season was actually better than 4. This time we got the characters they got clearance to use was characters from Brave, and the way that they did it this time was a lot better than how they did it with Frozen. Merida didn't take over the Dark Ones 1 arc. She was more of a central player in the Camelot subplot. They knew when to put her in, but they also knew when to take her out too. And with Frozen season 4 with Frozen, they were sticking them in places that they didn't really need to be there. And I think 5 actually improved it a little bit more. They went back to what they were doing before, like taking the brand characters and the alternates out, but putting them in there, but also knowing when to take them out too. So the first half of the season was an A. The back half, the underworld stuff, I kind of really felt cheated, because they said that the gimmick was going to be find Hook, but then they got cold feet and they get him like 2 episodes in. So it's kind of felt like that I personally felt cheated. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them viewers actually felt cheated too. it's like almost as if they didn't want to keep him away too long. And then the again, right before the last half of the season sets up what they're doing next season, and it's foreshadowed all throughout because again they keep bringing back old characters and fleshing them out a little bit more and all that. So the season as a whole was actually fairly good, and it was a huge improvement over season 4 in general. It was probably because the team said that when they were doing season 4 and when they told them that they had clearance, their staff was in full Frozen war shipping mode, and that really harmed the show for me in hindsight. And if you want to see my rant on that, go to Facebook and try and find the review there. So yeah, good season and improved on the flaws of 4. So that was Once Upon a Time Season 5. You can check the Facebook page for Matt's Classics about the previous stuff and the YouTube channel for the new stuff. Next review will be Finding Dory. So that's Matt signing off.